What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about the paradigm shift that is taking place. We are living in the new paradigm shift right now. It is still like in the split, you know what I'm saying? 3D, 5D, you know what I'm saying? Because we right like in the middle, living in fourth dimension, you know what I'm saying? So it's like in the middle of the third dimension, fifth dimension split. So when I say we're living in this new paradigm shift, the old paradigm shift is all the anger, the jealousy, the hate. Ha, that shit funny. All that, all that 3D thinking shit, reptilian thinking shit. You know what I'm saying? All that going backwards, all that being stuck, being stagnant, being stale. You know what I'm saying? All that is 3D. You know what I'm saying? You know, anger, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't get angry, but I'm just saying though, like, just those emotions in general. You see what I'm saying? It's like third dimensional things. You know what I'm saying? Like worrying and you know what I'm saying, thinking negative, all that shit is third dimension. Now, when it comes to fourth dimension, see that's when you start to wake up in a paradigm shift. Everybody, since we living in the fourth dimension, everybody not gonna feel the paradigm shift because you still have those idiots walking around. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the negative energy and shit like that. You know that paradigm shift. So those demons they get closed out. You know what I'm saying? They get left behind, but when you going through the fifth dimension, we haven't reached the fifth dimension yet. But since we're living in the fourth dimension, and it's a new paradigm shift, the paradigm shift haven't happened completely yet, but it's happening because if you pay attention, you know what I'm saying, be aware, you will see that you have those people, like I said, that's in the third dimension who get left behind. You have those people, but at the same time, you have a lot of people that's waking up to their inner power, to their inner self. You know what I'm saying? Have a lot of people that are starting to see their true potential, their true power, you know what I'm saying? And they starting to activate it and they starting to use it and control it. You see what I'm saying? Like that happened to me, you know what I'm saying? Before like the paradigm shift was happening, but before it was like happening, that's when I started to get into my spiritual power and learning how to use it and things of that nature. But just because you use your spiritual power don't mean it can't be taken, you know what I'm saying? So you have to pay attention to that. And also with that, I'm trying to text and shit. But also with that, right? It's like this. Like just because you're aware of your spiritual power, you know what I'm saying? We're not in the fifth dimension yet. We still in the middle of a split. You know what I'm saying? A paradigm shift. Like it hasn't shifted completely, but we're living in the shift. You see what I'm saying? So your powers can't be taken away from you by using it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Eating too many GMO foods. You know what I'm saying? Too many negative thoughts, blase, blase. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So your stuff can be taken away from you. Like I said, the third dimensional idiots, you know what I'm saying, they're discovering their powers, but they shit can be stripped, you know what I'm saying, because they're not fully aware. You know what I'm saying? Now, uh, like you just gotta look at it. It's a lot of people, no matter what age they is, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that's awakening to what's really going on. They feel the shift, you know what I'm saying? They probably don't know it's a paradigm shift, but they feel it like it's something. I know they like it's something that's different about the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, they looking at the world differently. They perceiving people differently. They looking at society differently. They're looking at the government differently. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? It's a paradigm shift we living in. You know what I'm saying? People starting to actually activate their inner power. Yeah, I'm still trying to text. Like basically like people just trying to find themselves, you know what I'm saying, which is the key. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people in the third dimension will never rise up because they can't find themselves. Too many distractions, you know what I'm saying? So and another thing before I end this video, it's a movie called Push. And this movie was giving us I don't know when it came out. Probably like 2009 or something, 2010, I'm not for sure, but the movie Push, when people had the spiritual powers and stuff, they basically trying to tell you this is what humans can do. Each different human has a different special ability. Like you could have multiple spiritual powers as one individual, but you know everybody has their dominant, you know, ability. You know what I'm saying? Some people have telepathy out the ass where motherfuckers just boom, you know what I'm saying, just send messages to anybody. Some people got telekinesis, they can move things. Some people, like me, teleportation, disappear on a motherfucker quick. What else? Some people have super speed. What else? Some people could hold their breath longer. I know y'all seen like Stan Lee's Super Mutants, whatever that shit called. You know what I'm saying? That's real, like real spiritual power. Everybody got a dominant spiritual power. Some people got like banshee powers, like you know they can scream at high frequencies and shit. I like people who do heavy metal and screamo. I consider them banshees because a lot of people don't have that type of lung power to scream like that. So I call them like banshees. You know what I'm saying? That's like they spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? Be able to manipulate frequencies and shit with their lungs or whatever. But the movie Push was telling us that we can do these things. You know what I'm saying? They was telling us that we're going to go through a paradigm shift because if you've seen the movie, you remember in the beginning of the movie, the main character dude, forgot his name. He was lost. You know what I'm saying? I think his parents died because they were like super mutants too, and the government tried to do an experiment on him that killed him. He ain't know he had powers until he what the fuck? He didn't know he had powers until he met this girl who's a watcher. And yeah, that's another power. I actually have that ability too. Like a watcher, somebody who could see the future, write the future, and know it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. That's why I say always 13 steps ahead. But I'm trying to tell you people, we living in a paradigm shift right now. It hasn't completely shifted, but you could tell it's a paradigm shift from like 10 years ago. Motherfuckers just all the, you know what I'm saying, the stupidity, you know what I'm saying, till now where it's like all this spiritual awakening, all this spiritual consciousness. And look, this is how you know I'm telling the truth. Why are they coming up with all these new cell phones? Because, man, they gotta keep on building. Why they keep coming up with all these new TV shows, cartoons that's stupid and gay as fuck? If you're a homosexual, I have nothing against you. I'm just giving you my opinion. All these cartoons are gay as fuck. What else? They keep coming out with all these distractions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like more and more distractions. Why? Because they know we living in a paradigm shift and people are starting to find their spiritual power. They don't want you to find your spiritual power, so they keep you in front of a TV or a cell phone. And yes, I always have my cell phone with me, but like I said, I'm strong as fuck spiritually, so it won't hold me back. You know what I'm saying? So wake the damn up, know your true power, and never let a motherfucker bring you down. You know why? Misery love company. Ha ha.